He has shanked that kick. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. 45 metres out. It's in the air. Goes wide for a behind. Disappointing kick there. Davis looking for a lead. Plays on. Gets boot to leather. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. He wants to play on. Sends the Sharon on its way. Out of bounds in the pocket. The boundary umpire is called for the footy. The ruckman battle it out. Mumford taps it. Casanova would have been jealous if that pickup. Choose to kick it. And the mark will be paid. 25 metres out. 30 metres from home. That ball's travelling. The home team over. The Giants by 87. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Looks like he's going to go long.
Wilson can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. The ball's travelling. That's a nice, strong mark. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Magnificent goal. Out in front over the Giants.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The ball has been bounced. Batted down nicely by Mumford. She gets her hands on the footy. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great mark under pressure. Wilson thinks that was holding the ball and the umpire agrees. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. Wins the hard ball. Kicks into the wind. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. He plays on. Sweeping handball. It's like he has the ball on a string. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Kicks towards centre half forward. The ball goes out of bounds on the full. Kick by Davis. Nice mark there. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. He holds his breath. What a goal from a mammoth kick. Good things come in threes. That's his third, and they stretch out their lead. All is in readiness. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Mumford hits it. He controls the bouncing ball. Chips it down towards half forward. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Sends it on its way. He simply stepped the ball over the line. The boundary umpire is called for the footy. The rucks are going at it. Good tap from Mumford. Shield with the kick. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Out on the full. Free kick to the Giants. He keeps his cool under pressure and kicks the ball out. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. One quarter down and 3 to go. Plenty of football still to be played. The scores are the home team 111. And we're back at it.
Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you.
Tap to advantage. Gathers the ball. Thumps the pigskin. Didn't put the brakes on in time, and he runs it over. Here we go again. Mumford gets the tap, gains possession. He brings it out of the pack. Umpire made the right decision there. Patton lining up 20 metres out. Golden opportunity here. It's an understatement to say they really need this one. Disappointing kick there. She might just play onto herself here. The options are few and far between. He gives it a punishing kick. Takes control of the bouncing ball. That came off the boot with huge power. Puts boot to ball. Score for the home team. That's his 5th goal. He'll be very happy with his game here. This kick stretches the lead. One down by Mumford. The spilled ball is collected. Choose to kick it. Gathers the ball. A chance to add one more to his tally. What was that? Out on the full. Free kick to the Giants. Williams boots it. Almost a touch of synchronized scoring about that mark. That was the peg. Too far out to score. Sure, 50 metres out. That ball's travelling. That was a long kick for goal. That's number 4. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Mumford decisively. A favourable bounce. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great mark under pressure. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 60 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. This kick stretches the lead. The bounce is dead straight.
Mumford. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. The ball crosses the line. The umpire will toss it back in. Cleanly tapped out of the ruck.
Here's a mighty kick of the footy. Manages to keep it in play. He kicks it long. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. He opts to play on. Goes for his 50. His mistake costs him a possession. Having a big day going for goal number 4. I would have expected him to nail that. Davis kicks to himself. Run control to Major Tom. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Takes her time as she lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Testing shot outside the 50. She holds her breath. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. All is in readiness. Good bounce. Mumford decisively. Exclamation point. How about that? Jams it on the boot. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. The kick is held up in the wind. He takes an uncontested mark. He decides to play on. Gets boot to high. And the mark will be paid. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Gets boot to leather. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Going for goal number 6. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. The ball bouncing well. Tapped by Mumford. He's got the football now. He kicks the ball out of congestion. A great effort. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Looking for another goal here. All eyes are watching. That's a goal. What a long kick. And that puts them further in front. Nice bounce. Punch by Mumford. He controls the bouncing ball. A clean pickup. Sends the Sharon on its way. Ball over the boundary line. The ruckman battle for possession. Mumford hits it. Gets the loose ball. Approaching the goals now. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. 35 metres out. Having a big day going for goal number 4. The goal for the home team. That's number 4. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Look at that bounce. Tap to advantage. He takes control of the loose ball, kicks into the wind. He gets above the crowd. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He has to capitalise on his teammates' hard work here.
Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Score for the home team. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Huge leap. Bounces favourably for Cameron. Mumford puts it on the boot. Great grab. He's elected to play on. Boots it. Marks. Kicks into the wind. No contest for that mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Tapped by Mumford. Has it now. They've conceded possession. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Sends it on its way. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Played on. Nice drop punt. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Effective hit out there. The bouncing ball is controlled. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Davis, he's really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. He kicks the ball. He wins the contested mark.
That's a massive kick. Lucky bounce collected. Approaching the goals now. The ball heads out of bounds. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. The ball has been thrown in. Mumford with first hands to the ball. Goal to the home team. She's giving it all she's got in this match. That's number 3. The bounce is dead straight.
Mumford really wears his heart on his sleeve. He kicks it long. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. He steadies now in front of goal. The ball's up.
Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Strong mark by Wilson. Clears now. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Disappointing kick there. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. All eyes are watching. The home team over. Greater Western Sydney by 167. Punch by Mumford. A favourable bounce. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Gathers the ball. Head down now as she goes in for the goal. No contest for that mark. Lining up the goal now. That ball's travelling. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. Every time he gets the ball now, you expect the same result. Straightened to goal. Shield lays it off to the running man. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He plays on. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. She shouldn't have bothered. Ball over the boundary line. The umpire has released the ball. Claimed by Mumford. Wood with the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. She gets another possession. Kicks. A clean pickup. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Hands like dinner plates.
Williams has super fast reaction time. He could catch an arrow. He slams that on the boot. He takes the contested mark. He decides to play it on. He gets boot to the ball. Slips through his fingers. Running in for the goals now.
She's missed it. The home team with the ascendancy over Greater Western Sydney, leading the match 187-13. I would have expected her to nail that one. Great mark. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Going for goal number 1. The spilled ball is collected. And he's heading for home. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. It's not the score he was looking for. Kicked by Davis. A great effort.
Williams would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. It's being put out on the full. Puts boot to ball.
Short making a questionable decision right there. Works it across the ground. And the mark will be paid. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Tomlinson decisively. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. The home team by 176. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Davis looking for a lead. 40 metres out. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. It's going. Goal to the home team. 5 goals and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He's the danger man. Claimed by Mumford. The ball mopped up. A lovely drop pass. Pointless attempt by Tomlinson. Haynes with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Through for a point. It's not the score he was looking for. Great mark over the pad. Richo, what are her chances from here?
It might be just too far out for a Dennis.
60 metres out. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. That will settle the nerves. The first goal is always welcome. That kick held up in the wind. Steady hands there as he holds that one. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
And the risk pays off. Goal. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richo?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
Testing shot outside the 50. All is in readiness. Here's the bounce. Mumford with the hit. He boots it from the pack. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Goes wide for a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Great mark over the pad. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. A long way out. He's on a 30-degree angle. And the risk pays off. Goal. 5 goals and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He's the danger man. This lead getting bigger now. The ruckmen conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Kicks it. He controls the bouncing ball. That's a massive kick. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. He's running hot, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet.
Did you back him in from here, Richard?
I reckon he may struggle from here, Dennis.
45 metres out. All eyes are watching. A goal for the home team. 9 goals. One shy of a perfect 10. The home team leads by 2-14. Nice bounce. Mumford with the punch. Shield with the ball. Shield feeds it wide. Lob. Marks on the run.
Lob. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Lining it up with the goal now. Scully has him for holding the ball. He boots it. Has the mark all to himself.
Booted by Delidio. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. He plays on. He gives the ball a mighty roost. And the mark will be paid. He gives it a punishing kick. Strong mark. Jams it on the boot now. Takes that one strongly. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. You'd back him from this position. 50 metres from home. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. He's missed the lot. The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full. Puts the kick on the wing. A nice running mark. A low kick from Tomlinson. Great mark under pressure. Kicks to the attacking 50. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Distance could be the problem. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. Mumford gets the tap. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. The ball spills to Shield. Oh, he's missed the tackle. Gains possession. Approaching the goals now. Nice hands. He opts to play on. He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand, out on the full. Kicks it. Nice mark under pressure. He has a mighty kick at the footy. Strong mark. He gets a kick out of the pack. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Choose to kick it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 35 metres out. Strong mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 40 metres out. The tightest of angles here. A chance to add one more to his tally. It's going. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Mumford has shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Sending it on its way. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. It's on its way. The huge kick makes it through the goals.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckmen unleash. Hit by Mumford, scoops up the bouncing ball. The kick is held up in the wind. A great effort. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Has it got the carry? That's a goal. What a long kick. They increase their lead. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford taps it. Shield onto the ball. He handballs it. Cameron racking up the possessions. He controls the bouncing ball. He boots it from the pack. Marks. Kicks. No contest for that mark. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. He's been outstanding, going for goal number 8 right here. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. Amazing haul. 8 goals now. Thoroughly deserved. Mumford taps it. Able to grab it on the half volley. A great effort. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. All eyes are watching. What a goal from a mammoth kick. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Here we go. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Cameron with the ball, going for goal number 1. Greater Western Sydney should really pack up and go home at this stage. Disappointing kick there. She might just play onto a selfie, and the options are few and far between. It's Edward Scissorhands. Chip kick along the wing. It was all her. Works it across the ground. Steady hands there as he holds that one. And that's the half. The home team 2, 63, took the Giants 14. Stay tuned for the halftime show. What? There's no halftime show. Seriously. The players have taken to the ground looking refreshed and they're ready, so let's get the third term going.
Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own 2 ears.
Strong mark. He steadies now in front of goal. 60 metres out. The kick spins off in the wrong direction. It's going. That'll be brought up by the coach at training. Out on the full. Free kick to Greater Western Sydney. A difficult kick into this breeze, and the mark will be paid. Good drop punt by Wilson, and the mark will be paid. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
I really doubt, Dennis.
Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? The huge kick makes it to the goals. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can't blame the Giants' ruckman for his team's position. He's been winning everything out of the ruck, but he's getting no support from his teammates. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. The ball's travelling. The huge kick makes it through the goals.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Punched by Mumford. The loose ball picked up. Kicks it. And the mark will be paid. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Distance could be the problem. He's been outstanding, going for goal number 8 right here. The home team in front. He'll be disappointed with that effort. And the mark will be paid. Sends it on its way. Like working in a telephone box. Look at her go. She's heading for home. Kicks. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. He kicks inside 50, and marked by Wilson.
Wilson needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. He gets it under pressure, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. The ball's travelling. The huge kick makes it through the goals.
The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Mumford taps it. He controls the bouncing ball. Sends the Sharon on its way. So well timed. Gets boot to high. The ball heads out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. There we go again. Tapped by Mumford. He picks up the loose ball. Oh, that's a nice long kick. Takes that one strongly. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 40 metres from home. Look at that. He's put it through. He's kicked his fourth. The home team with the ascendancy over Greater Western Sydney, leading the match 88-14. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Punched by Mumford. He's got the football now, getting a helping hand from the wind with that kick. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He's been caught holding the footy. A lovely drop punt. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. That kick has covered a very long distance. Takes that one strongly. Lining up the goal now, 35 metres out. 40 metres from home. Kicks it across the ground. Wilson plays it off by hand.
Tomlinson, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. It gets tapped. He boots it. He holds onto it too long and it'll be a free. Sending it on its way, the mark will be paid, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal.
It's going. That's a goal. What a long kick. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. Tapped by Mumford. Takes control of the bouncing ball. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Caniglio kicking the ball free of the pack. Great grab. He chooses to play on. Puts boot to ball. A great effort. And the mark will be paid. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. Has it got the carry? Takes control of the bouncing ball. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. Disappointing kick there. We'll look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. Davis with the kick. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
I won't be putting the house on this, Dennis. He might not get this.
That'll be brought up by the coach at training. The Giants get the free kick as it goes out on the full. Choose to kick it. Nice mark there. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Gets off a wobbly kick. Great mark. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. The home team get a goal. He's hit double digits. 10 goals if you don't mind. Mumford with the tap. Caniglio on the ball at the moment. Nice mark under pressure.
Deledio has the passion for this game and that shines through every time he plays. The ball is out of bounds. The umpire wants to throw it in. He clears the ball. Deledio going for home. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. She boots it.
It was all his. He decides to play on. Picture perfect drop punt. Out of bounds it goes. The umpire has released the ball. Deft touch from Mumford. Kicks it across the ground. Tomlinson claims the ball.
Tomlinson, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. He kicks the ball. He wins the contested mark. She intercepts the ball on the bounce. She boots it. It's a mark.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. He's been told to play on. Shanks that one. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Nice kick. 7 goals now. That's hard to do. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Mumford can really set the tone of the game with his ruck work. He just always gives his team first use of the ball. Tomlinson boots it. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Mumford with the first touch. We'll have another ball up. Mumford taps. Keeps it alive. The wind helping that kick. Works it across the ground. No one troubling him there. That kick has covered a very long distance. Gets the loose ball. Williams bumps. Davis taps it. Well, yes, he is a bully, but he's not a mean bully. He's more a teacher, the kind of guy who'd take your lunch money and invest it for you. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Mumford aims for his man on the ground. He controls the bouncing ball. Oh, she's dropped it. She'll rue that one. Short gets that out just in time. Gathers the ball. The loose ball scooped up. He gains possession. A lovely drop punt. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark.
Deledio has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. They really need a goal on board now. It's a mark.
Choose to kick it. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. The wind helping that kick. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Too far out to score, sure. It's going. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. The home team lead the Giants. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Here's the bounce.
While GWS have been dominant in the ruck, they haven't been able to give their receivers first use of the ball, and that's why they're losing this match. Cameron with a miss.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Passed by Patton. Going for goal number 1. Score for the Giants. Green has got a habit of pulling it out when it matters most. I just said. Mumford really gets onto this one. Gets boot to leather. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. He's elected to play on. Rattled the woodwork on the full. Free kick. Throw in from the boundary line. The ruckmen are locked in battle. Mumford punches it. The wind helping that kick. That kick held up in the wind. A good mark under the circumstances. Lining up the goal now. Distance could be the problem. An ideal position to be kicking from. It's in the air. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford gets onto the ball. Has it now. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. A nice running mark. The wind helping that kick. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Richard, what are his chances from here?
I won't be putting my house on this, Dennis. He might not get this.
There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. A 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Cleared by Mumford. He gets a kick out of the pack. He gets above the crowd. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. It's going, and the risk pays off. Goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce.
It's disappointing for a team when they have such a dominant ruckman who can direct his hit-outs to teammates, yet his teammates butcher the ball moving forward. GWS need to start capitalising on his superiority. The ball crosses the line.
Mumford with the first touch. Lucky bounce collected. He kicks it gun barrel straight. 8 goals now. What a tally. The ball bouncing well. Mumford taps it. He controls the bouncing ball. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. It's in the air. What a goal from a mammoth kick. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Tapped by Mumford. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Jams it on the boot now. He takes an uncontested mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. He holds his breath. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Black would be happy with that one. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Good bounce. Mumford thumps it forward. Gains possession. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Has it got the carry? That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. This lead getting bigger now. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball has been bounced. One down by Mumford. Scoops up the bouncing ball. He brings it out of the pack. He picks up the loose ball. He's had lots of touches this match. The ball goes out of bounds. Both ruckmen standing their ground. Mumford directs it down. The ball mopped up. He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand out on the full. Booted by Williams. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Good as this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Going for goal number 6. It's going. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who are we to disagree? Big leap. He gets his hands on the footy. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. He knocks the ball across the line. Pulling kick out of the defensive 50. He gets above the crowd. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. The home team have scored the last 9 goals. The home team lead Greater Western Sydney 73-21. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Choose to kick it. A favourable bounce. Sends the ball inside his attacking 50. Yet his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He plays on now. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
A solid mark from Scully. Puts boot to ball. Nice hands.
GWS just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. Gets the loose ball. She kicks the ball. Tomlinson with the mark.
Tomlinson feeds it wide. Great grab.
Shield kicks it. There's no contest for that mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way. A nice running mark. Bumps the pigskin. Jams it on the boot. I reckon my mum could have caught that in a pinner. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Couldn't stop himself in time. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Good tap from Mumford. Is in her possession. Slams it on the boot. Out of bounds near the goal. We'll get a ball in. Here we go again. Claimed by Mumford. Has it now. Approaching the goals now. And he's missed. The home team leads by 3-53. I would have expected him to nail that.
Davis would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. Strong mark there. Lining it up with the goal now.
Greater Western Sydney get the free kick as it goes out on the full. Davis slams it on the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Here he is going for goal number 7. He kicked that one like my wife would. He's put it out on the full. Davis clearing it out of defence. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. It's in the air. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. That's number 2. The ball has been bounced. Mumford with the tap. He's got the football now. He's heading for home. Here's a mighty kick at the footy. Strong mark. 40 metres out. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. He holds his breath, gets the distance. He's got 9. It's been a while since we had 10 goals. I'm hoping he'll do it. This kick has extended their lead. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. The bounce straight down. Hit by Mumford. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Played on. The kick just clears the line for a goal. And they stretch out their lead. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. Mumford hits it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 65 metres out. The huge kick makes it to the goals. He chalks up another. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Mumford got the hit out. Caniglio comes away with the ball. Interception. Picture perfect drop punt. There's the siren for the end of the third quarter. The scores at the home team 3-98 to the Giants 21.
Well, a win is in sight, but you can only become a winner if you're willing to walk over the...
The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
It ain't over till it's over.
Mumford with the first touch. He gains possession. Hits the running man. Going for goal number 1. Slots it. That puts them back in contention. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Kicks into the wind. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. That was the peg. 45 metres out. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
The angle is pretty tough, Dennis. I'm not sure he can do it.
45 metres out. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Mumford taps it. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Lucky bounce collected. He runs into the goal. Just fell through. The home team nailing the coffin shut. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckmen unleash.
Well, the Giants have been dominant in the ruck. They haven't been able to give their receivers first use of the ball, and that's why they're losing this match. Puts boot to ball. He gets boot to the ball. Takes a big bump. Interception.
They're letting their opponents off the hook with kicking like that. Disappointing kick there. Puts boot to ball. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Puts boot to ball. Great grab. Lining up the goal now. A chance to add one more to her tally. Hasn't got the carry. And the risk pays off. Goal. She's bagged a couple now. They increase their lead. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one.
Mumford. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Good mark. Lining it up with the goal now. It's on its way. Magnificent kick of the footy.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Hastily kicked. Slams it on the boot. No one troubling him there. Out on the full. Free kick to Greater Western Sydney. Booted by Davis. Nice mark under pressure. Boots it. Marks. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. It's in the air. And the risk pays off. Goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. Mumford aims for his man on the ground. He gains possession. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Sends it on its way. No one troubling him there. Trims the grass with that one. Daylight between him and the goals. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. Punch by Mumford. Shield has the ball. Wins the hard ball. Bounces favourably for Delidio. Scully handballs it. Inside 59. Spilled by Patton. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Sends the Sharon on its way. Scoops up the bouncing ball. A difficult kick into this breeze. Strong mark. That came off the boot with huge power. Hastily kicked. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. Gets the loose ball. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Kicks it. And the ball goes out of bounds. The boundary umpire is called for the footy. The ball is coming back into play. Mumford with the tap. That kick held up in the wind. He gets above the crowd. 30 metres out. Get back in from this position. 35 metres out. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Goal. The goals just keep on coming, and there's no end in sight. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. And there's the bounce. Punch by Mumford. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Just fell through. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. All is in readiness. The ball has been bounced. Mumford got a fist on it, able to grab it on the half volley. Chips it down towards half forward. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Cleanly picked up. He runs into the goal. He boots it from the pack. Goes for the soft option and knocks it over. Haynes kicks it. A great effort. 45 metres out. Has it got the carry? Look at that. He's put it through. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Mumford, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. That's a mark. Puts boot to ball. Good mark. He steadies now in front of goal.
That ball's travelling. Well, that was a brave shot. Good goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckmen unleash. Mumford with the tap. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Jams it on the boot. A nice running mark. Kicks the skin off him. Wins the hard ball. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Nice mark under pressure. He steadies now in front of goal. 15 metres out. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. Put another defender on him. Scratch that. Put them all on him. And they stretch out their lead.
Mumford, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He grabs it, he lines it up with the goal. It's going. He wins the contested mark.
Davis with the kick. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. That could be the final nail in the coffin.